you go. Okay. So I just want to make sure that we're good to go on this, and so I'll start by asking you your name.
Chad McPherson.
And there's no fear in McPherson.
There's no fear in McPherson.
Okay. So the first question is kind of a dual question, and it's the how you got involved and why you got involved. And it doesn't necessarily have to be the how and the why, although for most people it seems like it goes in that order, but whatever order works for you.
Yeah, well, I was, I think I was asked to, I think it started out with a sort of a Nordic program at the Nordic Heritage Center. And so I showed up and I wanted to join something that would help, with you specifically, but someone, anyone, to allow them to see the things that I get to see when I ski or snowshoe or whatever. And so, so how was, I can't remember if it was word of mouth or what, but I heard about that program, Beyond Limits in skiing, and I think it was an adaptive program through Maine Adaptive at the time. And so I was really interested in doing something to help other people, and then to be able to allow someone to see things and feel things, which is as important that I can, because I have full functioning legs and arms, and so it was those two things, word of mouth, and then an interest in helping and sharing, I guess.
Okay, great. So if somebody asked you to describe or explain Beyond Limits, how would you do that? What would you say?
Well, I think, as I said, it was initially getting involved was about helping someone who couldn't necessarily do the things that I do, helping them experience some of the things that I get to experience. And so that was the first kind of impetus behind joining and becoming involved. And then it grew to be more about understanding group dynamics and accepting the things that you are good at, the things that you are not so good at. And so it became learning about helping and growing and learning from other people, both able-bodied or people who are challenged. So I think it's learning about being able to find different ways to experience life. In your case, you have challenges walking. I have learned to experience things more fully because I can see what you go through or may go through. And so it got well beyond just helping someone. It became almost like an organic growth into like a team unit. So it still, throughout the trip and before the trip and the practice sessions, it just was, it was growing and learning, but in the context of a team, family, group, however you want to describe it. So I know I'm kind of shooting all over the place there, but it's about growth and learning.
Great. Why do you think Beyond Limits is important? Not might be not the right word, but
yeah. Well, I know.
Of it.
Yeah, I from an individual standpoint, it was important for me because of the growth, personal growth, and then I got to see other people grow within the team unit, the group, family, whatever, however you want to describe it, that organic assemblage of people. So I think it's important to provide an example, not only for me and others who have the ability to do some of these things, but for people who are challenged to understand that all they need to do is think about things in a different way and be open to being creative, and accepting help. And so, for myself, it's helped me learn to say, I need help with this. And so, it's about making things possible that, you know, when your first thought about it is, oh, I can't do that. I need to be stronger. I need to be taller. I need to be faster. I need two legs at work all the time. It's expansion. It's learning to think of things in a different way, and being accepting help, asking for help, and being creative.
So the challenge doesn't have to be a physical challenge. You know, you were talking about people with challenges.
Yeah, certainly. When I first joined, my first concern was, I don't think I can carry somebody who is 100 pounds or 90 pounds, whatever. I don't know that I'm strong enough. But I thought, well, I can give it a try. And the people around me, of course, they made fun of me because I kind of made fun of myself, but they gave me the comfort and the opportunity to try it. And if I couldn't do it, fine. I would still find a way to be a part of a team. But so it's finding ways to do things and learning that you can limit yourself. But there isn't a reason that you should limit yourself. You can always try, and you can always ask for help. And you may not do it the way you first thought of it, but if you expand your mind and be creative and be vulnerable, which is as big a part of anything is, in my opinion, being vulnerable and letting yourself get help. It's been very big in my life to become vulnerable and accept help and ask for help and tell people how you feel and what you're thinking. And I think Beyond Limits it expands how people can think about challenges.
So that's a great answer, because it's not about, because it's very easy for people to look at somebody in a wheelchair and think it's about getting people with disabilities out there, and we're saying that it's not. So why do you continue to be involved?
For all those reasons. I just turned 47, and within the last few years, I've had, in my opinion, I've grown personally, and becoming vulnerable, or learning to become vulnerable. And so Beyond Limits has been a part of this personal growth, and it can allow me, if I stay with it, to continue to grow in different ways, and possibly meet people, and see how other people attack challenges, creative thinking, and you're never done learning. And so, one of the things I've tried to do in the last couple of years is personally grow and try to learn something new. And the more people you meet, if you're open to it, the more you're going to learn. And it may be simple things like a different way to hike or run or write or listen, but everyone has something that they can offer you. And so Beyond Limits it's an opportunity to personally grow and help others. So I think that's why it's important.
Yeah. So, and I think you've touched upon this, but so what you take away from being a part of it?
I kind of just said it. It's
Yeah.
personal growth, and I'm on my own journey. Beyond Limits is on their own journey, and in some cases it's a shared journey. And so, um, you know, it's the personal growth. It's learn. I met you. I met somebody who has challenges and hasn't accepted failure, and has been a good example for me. And the friends and people that have been with Beyond Limits, I've learned things about them and from them, and so it's about going further, farther, and learning and growing.
Terrific. Anything you want to add?
No, but if you can edit the video so I don't sound so goofy, that would be awesome.